Good morning, YouTube. It's morning to me. It's about 8:30 in the morning here. I don't know what it is where you are. Let me get my seatbelt on. I don't know if you can see that or not. I've got my mower, the Ferris 61 inch. I've got the DeWalt 20 volt ×2 push mower. I've got 2 Milwaukee weed eaters and 1 DeWalt weed eater with me. I'm gonna try to knock out some lawns. It's been a little bit difficult this week to mow. It's rained every day, and they're saying rain any minute, anytime. And I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think about 9 lawns. I've got 23 properties. For you that might stumble up on this, I don't do any commercial mowing. I only mow my properties that I have. And so we're going to try to knock them out today. I thought I'd just bring you along, maybe shoot a little bit of video of doing some mowing. Tell you a little bit about the push mower, tell you a little bit about the weed eaters. So I'm heading to my first property. I'm at my first property. We're gonna mow this little section here. That's it. Gonna mow this, run down through here. The grass is pretty tall, as you can see. We're gonna mow this little block right here, this block, this run down through here. And we're gonna mow that. And the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but the grass is pretty tall. We're gonna mow it with the DeWalt. Where's it at? The 2x20 volt. And I normally run 12 amp hour batteries in this, the 60 volt. But I thought, well, for this, I'll just put these 20 volt 6 amp hours, because this might be a battery that more people might have. I can tell you that on those flex volt 12 amp hours, you can mow all you want to mow with them. I am going to put the mower on the it's the second. You can see there's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got it on number 4, which is second from the top. This push mower is probably the easiest push mower to push that I've ever had. I mean, it rolls so easy to operate, light, easy to get it around. There is not one thing that I have found wrong or that I dislike about this push mower. I would not ever buy another gas operated push mower. When I get done with this push mower for this year, put it in the garage, and when you're ready to go in the spring, you drop a couple batteries in it. Well, first I sharpen the blades on it. I usually sharpen them about twice a year on this push mower because it's not used a tremendous amount. But you sharpen the blades, put a battery in it, it's ready to go. You don't have to wonder, is it gonna crank, not gonna crank, or what? Also, for people in town, you always have the deal, you know, what am I gonna do with my oil if I change oil in it or service it? With this, you don't have to do any servicing. Just sharpen the blades on it and it's ready to go. I just wouldn't go backwards and go gas again. This is just a perfect fit for me. You put 2 12 amp hour batteries in it, it'll mow a lot of grass. Now if you'll look right there, you see those light up. So that's telling you how much battery's left. So I just mowed all of that and used 1 dot off each battery. Let's check the batteries and see what they say. You have to push the button, put your hand under it, and work it out. The battery says 1 dot is gone. So it's accurate. So to me, that's not bad using 20 volt 6 amp hour batteries. I mowed all of that right there. Grass is pretty tall. It is wet. I was mulching it and used 1 dot. So that shows you it'll mow quite a bit. Then you see the DeWalt 60 volt. I've had it a pretty good while. You notice I don't do too good a job of keeping the screen clean, and I've not had any trouble out of it. I like that weed eater a tremendous amount. Has a lot of RPMs. Then a little later on I purchased this one that's that quick lock, quick change, where you can put the chainsaw on it, the boom pole, the hedge trimmers. I like it a whole lot. It turns more RPMs than just the straight 18 volt weed eater. So it turns more RPMs and it does a better job of cutting. That's what I've liked about the DeWalt so much, is it turns at such a high speed RPMs. You can really weed eat and go on with it. And so I've gotten to where I'm using this Milwaukee one a lot. This 18 volt, the one that has the quick lock system, quick change, because it turns more RPMs in the head. You can even see the shroud is, you know, more commercial designed. This one has a very small shroud around it. On the DeWalt I usually run the 9 amp hour, and on the Milwaukee stuff I usually run the 12 amp hour. And I'll run the Milwaukee that's just the straight weed eater. I'll run it for you first, and then I'll switch to the quick change one, and then I'll switch to the DeWalt, just kind of give you a look at those. I just don't care about for this one because it turns so slow. It's not bad. I mean, commercial, it's just not what I want. See, it does a good job. Nothing wrong with it. It's wide open. Now let me switch to the other one. This one also has a little better trigger on it. Nothing wrong with that other weed eater. That's the first time I've used it in a long time. Maybe it don't have any more RPMs than it seems like it does, but the trigger is just a better trigger. Now let's get the DeWalt. This weed eater works flawless. Great trigger. See, I'm just running barely in the throttle right there. This is the weed eater of choice right here. Even though I'm using the Milwaukee a lot, this one just really has a lot of whip. Handles good. Just like a good Harley. Again, for me, I would not go back to gas weed eaters. I don't have to buy gas. I don't have to buy oil mix. I don't have to get that mess all over me. This is the way to go for me. We're going to use the Milwaukee switch tank now. I've been pleased with this, not really had any trouble with it. I usually run the 5 amp hour battery in it. Now when you get this thing full of water, it's pretty heavy. You got to be a physical specimen like myself to handle something like this. This ain't for the little boys. It's for the, you know, men. This thing's heavy. It's turned down as low as it'll go. That's the way I usually normally spray. Now I have had to spray contact cleaner on these places right here. At different times, I've had to spray that on there. There's a leaf in there. How in the world that got in there, I don't know. But other than that, the sprayers work good. Sometimes it'll get to missing and I put contact cleaner on it. The mower's kind of dirty because the grass is really wet. But let's mow this backyard. Now this is the Z3 61 inch. I have the Z2 52 inch. The difference in those two mowers is like daylight and dark. I love this Z3 61 inch mower. I wouldn't trade it for anything. The only way I would trade this lawnmower is if Ferris comes out with the twills on the front and the back, then I would trade this in for one of those lawnmowers. But I am super pleased with this lawnmower. You can see the grass is really heavy, it's tall, it's raining every day, the grass is wet, and I am rolling on. I do double cut my lawns a lot, even though this is my rental property, but I don't want to go off and leave that yard just, you know, lots of grass laying up on top of the yard and look awful for, you know, the people that live in the house. So I do double cut them a lot when we're getting so much rain like we are, and the yards are just thick and they're heavy, and it's just throwing so much grass up on top. Well guys, I thank you for joining me today. I did get rained out. I got all my rental property lawns mowed, but I liked my yard. It's gonna be knee deep before I get to it. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope everybody's staying safe. God bless you. Jesus loves you. He died for you. I enjoy being with you. See you another day.